She has a spirit of curiosity, ladies. She's bold. She's intuitive. She's creative. She walks in her calling. She steps away from social conditioning and societal norms. She is the wild woman. Ladies, welcome back to another video that's going to change your life. So ladies, you've arrived at another video that is totally divine timing. This video was a video that you were meant to click on, and I'll tell you why, ladies, because I believe every woman should tap in to her inner wild woman. Now, this can look different on many different levels. The wild woman doesn't necessarily need to be screaming at retreats, right? Or traveling the world by herself, backpacking. Some wild women are saying no when they've spent years saying yes. Some wild women are redefining motherhood. Some wild women are walking into their purpose and following their calling. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the grand, but I believe it exists in each one of you. So today we're going to get into it. It will shift your life when you tap into her. Look at the sun. The sun always comes out at these perfect moments. If you're interested and you're thinking, who is the wild? What is the wild woman? How can I embrace her? Keep watching, keep listening. Let's go. So, little bit of context, ladies. The wild woman archetype has been studied for years. It was most popularized by a book called Women Who Run with Wolves. Bit poetic, but if you want me to break that down one day on a random podcast exclusive, I can do that. But the idea is that the woman emulates a wolf, right? She's in the wild and she's untamed. So for example, a wolf has 200 million scent cells, 40 times more than humans. And so therefore she's intuitive, right? Her senses are high. Wolves can hear from 6 miles away, and so therefore she listens and she's observant. So it's really about embracing ourselves in the wild, which is the world, right? And it can feel like that as women. So who is she? Who is the wild woman? Let's get into it. And how can you tap into her today? The wild woman embraces change. She pivots. Okay, ladies, she moves. When life hands the wild woman mess, she makes it beautiful. She alchemizes. Sometimes we pivot, ladies, because life has called us to. And sometimes we pivot because we're forced to. The wild woman embraces both. She understands, ladies, that life works for her. The energy, ladies, that the wild woman possesses means that she can transmute anything, to change. Bad energy coming her way, monitoring spirits coming her way, life being painful coming her way. She knows how to change it. And so she understands that she can use pain as fuel, right? She doesn't sit in that pain for too long. She learns from that pain and she alchemizes it. Life has to change. Change is the wild woman's power. In order to change, there's going to be a bit of pain, and that's okay. Because at the end, there's going to be a hell of a lot of growth, and the wild woman knows that. Embrace change, ladies, because embracing change will change your life. Yes. The wild woman detaches. She is not attached to people, things, and situations. Now, she understands that when you attach yourself to something that is constantly moving, she will move alongside it. The wild woman has less emotional attachment to things, meaning that she is not limited. She does not limit herself. She's not limited by the opinions of others. She's not limited by the projections of others. She understands that people are walking projections, and therefore the highest expectation she has is of herself. Ladies, the wild woman understands that when you detach, you attract. She understands that when you hold on too tight, you are not receiving what's meant for you. If something is actively running away from you and you are struggling to let that go, this is an alarm bell. I discussed it in my last Seeing the Potential of Others video. It's an alarm bell that you need to go back to yourself. There is something in yourself that you are not letting go. Not about them, it's about you. Ladies, I want you to think about in your life, how can I detach in order to release control? Next. The wild woman, ladies, is creative. Now, it's our innate ability. You knew I was going to say it. It's our innate ability to create. Our bodies create, right? We give life. And so it comes naturally to us. A lot of you ask, how is it that I can become more creative? How do I step into my creative energy? Creativity is all of these things, right? Art, dance, movement, it's all of those amazing things. And doing those things encourage creativity. But creativity is also being able to problem solve. Okay, to research. And so even if it's not innate to you to do these artistic things, doing it breeds discomfort. And guess what, ladies? A wild woman progresses with discomfort. When a wild woman is able to walk through and travel through discomfort, it completely changes her. And so first and foremost, ladies, the wild woman thinks creatively. Okay, if she's struggling in a place in life where she doesn't know where she's going, she uses her mind to step back and to think, how can I get myself out of this place? I would always suggest to do these things as women, right? To create abstract art, to get up and dance and move your body. It promotes this flow of expression. And when you're deeply in a place where you're able to express yourself, you will naturally do that in life. So the wild woman is creative. Think about that, ladies. How can I be more creative today? And how can I pivot? The wild woman is creative. Next, the wild woman is also brave, right? She's bold and she makes bold moves. She masters her mind, ladies, to create the life of her dreams. Because her moves are so brave, they may go against the grain at times, but that's okay because she knows herself. Ladies, you must tap into that bravery within you because you'll be living a life, and I never claim regret. I don't believe in regret, but there's so many of you that are playing small. There are so many of you ladies that are not expressing yourself. It's leading to chaos in your body because you are not expressing who you are. So she's bold, not just in her calling, but she's bold about her life. She's bold when it comes to advocating for herself, when she's got something to say, when she doesn't feel right. She's bold. Tap into that wild woman archetype there with the boldness, because when you are bold, you become brave. And when you become brave, you are one step closer to your dream life. When a wild woman is called, she answers. Okay? She walks in her calling. If it doesn't make sense to the world, but it makes sense to her, that's all that matters. Even if she doesn't necessarily know her calling and her purpose, she's curious and she does the work to try and seek to understand it. She's trying new things. Lady, she's seeing if this is for her or that's for her. She is explorative. Do I like this now that I'm a mother? I've changed. What can I do now? She's asking herself those questions. There's so many of you ladies who know that there's something bigger, right? As in that you can do bigger things. And it's the fear. The fear of not being understood, the fear of being disliked, the fear of failure, the fear of not getting it right. Fear leads you nowhere. Ladies, nowhere. Try it and see. A wild woman just sees. I want to go back to using pain as fuel. She knows when to grieve, she knows when to rest, and she knows when to rage, right? She's very in tune with her feminine energy. And your feminine energy will tell you when to do those kinds of things, right? Visit my video on how to change from masculine to feminine energy. But a wild woman understands that the grief she's feeling now is temporary. She understands when to rest. Her body normally tells her. Okay, and she respects it. And she also knows when to rage. We're seeing this a lot on social media. Women raging, right? Because it's a form of expression. Women calling out narcissists. Women, that is tapping into the wild woman energy. And dare I say it, when it's not pushed too far, it makes sense. Because she understands that the expression is walking her closer to healing. The problem, and I spoke about this before, ladies, the problem is when you withhold that rage, right? And that rage starts to manifest in you. Let yourself release. I'm not saying that you need to do the whole social media rage, okay? Don't do the whole social media rage. But let it go, right? Let that hurt, that pain that you're feeling, let it go, because it lives inside of you. It's gonna walk with you in every area of your life. A wild woman knows what to do with her pain at some point, right? She knows how to use her pain at some point, and the pain is a lesson, ladies. The pain is necessary for your next addition to who you are. Ladies, a wild woman listens. The most powerful thing about listening, ladies, and I'm not going to recall all of what I said already. I try not to do that, go over the same points again in every video. But the most powerful thing, ladies, about listening is that it encourages you to listen to yourself. Hear that, ladies. The most powerful thing about listening to others is the fact that it gives you space to listen to your own voice. When you're talking too much, you're actually not even listening to yourself. When you're talking to others, you're able to listen to them, but you're also able to take a moment and to listen to your own response, listen to your own intuition. A wild woman listens and she observes. And it's in that observation that she assesses what's for her. I hope I've given you a little bit of food for thought, but I hope I've given you some action points. I really want you to leave this video, this podcast today, and think to yourself, how in my life can I embrace the wild woman? Because ladies, it's the wild woman inside of us that allows for us to live our life authentically. And so today, ladies, I want you to take this as an opportunity. Look at the sun coming out. I swear, every time, I really want you to take this seriously today and think about how in my life can I embrace that wild woman? In what ways can I detach in order to attach to myself? In what ways can I observe and listen in order to listen to myself? In what ways can I walk towards my purpose and my calling? In what ways can I be bold? Can I be brave? In what ways can I step into the pivot and not run away from it? Have a think about it, ladies. I'm only here to be a bridge for you. I'm just here to be a bridge, okay? So wonderful, beautiful ladies. Let me know what you think about this video. The next video I have for you, ladies. Creating a vision as a woman is the video of a lifetime. But that video that's coming up, creating a vision as a woman, you're not going to want to miss it, because this is exactly what a lot of you need in order to walk into that new year, a new you. Just wanted to really quickly say, ladies, I'm so appreciative and I express so much gratitude for a lot of your support on my channel and on my podcast. I can sit here, ladies, and give you advice on becoming mentally strong because I have been mentally weak. Okay, I can sit here and I can give you advice on building a positive self-concept because I had none. Honestly, seeing all of your feedback is just so heartwarming, because this journey, this 2-year journey of rebuilding myself has been an absolute whirlwind. I simply cannot gatekeep. I will not gatekeep. I will keep creating the content that you deserve. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of you, all of my love, and I'll see you next week. Bye.